Hello and welcome back to Middle East in Depth. Writer on Congress affairs Lisa Mascaro writes a piece in the LA Times titled Senate and gives final passage to Obama's plan for arming Syrian rebels. The Senate gave final approval Thursday to President Obama's plan to arm Syrian opposition groups in the fight against Islamic State militants. Senators face the same unease that House members did a day earlier, when the measure was also passed with bipartisan support and opposition. Lawmakers have questioned whether moderate Syrians could be trusted with American arms and worried the US will become mired in another protracted Mideast battle. Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio, a potential 2016 presidential contender who supported the measure, said, "We are asked to decide things in this chamber that are in the best interest of our country, even if they did not work out the way we wanted. If we do not confront and defeat ISIS now, we will have to do so later." Rubio said, using another name for the terrorist group, "There is a guarantee of failure if we do not even try." Obama, who pioneers in bringing the Congress to vote so he doesn't get any blame for interventionism, especially after his presidential campaign pledge to get US troops out of Iraq, welcomed the vote and praised lawmakers for moving quickly. He added, "I want to thank leaders in Congress for the speed and seriousness with which they approached this issue, in keeping with the bipartisanship that is the hallmark of American foreign policy at its best." Julian Peque, also congressional correspondent, writes in Al-Monitor on the recent House vote to arm moderate Syrian rebels. While the immediate goal is to defeat the Islamic State, key lawmakers made clear that their ultimate objective remains the removal of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Elliot Engel, a New York Democrat, said, "The crisis does not end unless the moderate opposition is empowered to show the Syrian people that they can fight ISIS and win, and later on they'll fight Assad and win. Through this strategy, the moderate opposition can gain leverage and create the conditions on the ground to compel a political solution." Chairman Robert Mendez said at a hearing with Secretary of State John Kerry, "This fighting force should be prepared to support a post-Assad political structure, whatever the circumstances under which he ultimately leaves Syria by negotiated settlement or other means." Faced with sharp questions about what the endgame is with regard to Assad, Kerry hinted that secret plans are in place to get rid of him. Julian Peque reminds us that President Barack Obama did hint at regime change in his September 10th address to the nation, saying, "In the fight against ISIL, we cannot rely on an Assad regime," he said at the time. "Instead, we must strengthen the opposition as the best counterweight to extremists like ISIL, while pursuing the political solution necessary to solve Syria's crisis once again and for all." But the president made no mention of Assad in his remarks at MacDill Air Force Base hours before the vote, in which he ruled out boots on the ground in the war against IS. James Moran, another early co-sponsor of Engel's bill, did not mention Assad in his own floor speech. He told Al-Monitor, "It would be good if we could remove Assad, but I'm becoming increasingly skeptical that we're going to be able to replace him with a secular, stable government." For more updates, please visit Levant.tv. And subscribe to MidEast InDepth on iTunes. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.